If you've been following along with my builds and seen my past videos, it probably comes with no surprise I love miter joints. But it wasn't until I built my Harry Potter shelf did I show me using this jig to cut the 30-degree miters to make the equilateral triangle. And since I'll be using this jig more in the future, I thought it'd be a good idea to show how I made it, and I can reference back to this video for anyone interested in making one themselves. I started out by cutting the plywood down to make the 3 panels that will sandwich the fence. The only thing to note here is to make sure that the horizontal piece is cut at least 1 inch wider than it needs to be. We'll cut it down to the correct size later once the dados on the vertical panels have been cut. And with all the panels cut, I marked the location of the dados on the 2 vertical pieces and proceeded with cutting those dados. Make any adjustment cuts on the horizontal piece until the assembly sandwiches the fence just snug enough so that there are no lateral movements, but will still glide smoothly back and forth. Next, I cut 2 more dados into each of the 3 panels for the handles to sit in. The handles will not only provide a safe means to push the jig when making the cuts, but if cut properly, they'll also help keep the 3 main panels square during the glue up. With the boards fitting snugly in the dados, I proceeded to lay out and cut a taper for the handles. Next, I used a 3/4 inch bit and a router table to cut the finger slots. Just raise the router up a little bit at a time with each pass until the bit cuts all the way through. Finally, I rounded over all the sharp corners on the handles. With the pieces for the main jig completed, I went on to making the support piece. After drilling the pivot point for the support, I drew 2 lines at 45 degrees from the vertical, followed by a curve which I'll use to line up my router later on. I should mention that the 45-degree lines do not need to be perfect. I just wanted to be sure that the support will cover the possible range of angles I used this jig for. To cut the circular groove, I used a 1/4 inch straight bit and a circular jig I rigged up using a Festool router guide, pivoting about the hole I drilled previously. Here I marked out the locations for the dovetail grooves that will receive the dovetail clamps for holding the workpieces to the jig. I first made some curve cuts on the table saw before finally taking the panel to the router table to cut the dovetail grooves. This will help to make a much cleaner cut in the end. With all the individual pieces done, it's finally time to glue everything up. And like I said earlier, if the handles were cut properly, they should be enough to keep all the main panels square during the glue up as well. Not much clamping pressure is needed here since all the pieces should come together with a pretty tight pressure fit, especially after the wood expands a bit from the glue. Last but not least, I used a scrap piece of red oak for the vertical support. I marked and drilled through holes to receive the bolts, and then I rounded over all of the sharp corners. To attach the support to the panel, I used a couple of 1/4-20 bolts I had left over from the crib I built a few months back, and then I locked it in place with a couple of star knobs on the back. If you're interested in the tools or hardware I used in this build, I have some Amazon affiliate links in the descriptions below. There's no extra cost to you, but I do get a small kickback from the sale to help me continue to grow this channel. And if you're interested to see how I'll be using this jig in my future builds, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions for me or just want to check out what I'm currently working on, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Bevelish_creations. Thank you so much for checking out this video.